When you hear the name Ford, you probably think about fast cars, sleek-looking vehicles, and high-end performance automobiles. What you may not associate with the American auto brand is being a powerhouse of powerful engines. Ford has built outstanding automobile engines in the past, but nothing compares to the new monstrous engine that wipes the floor with other car manufacturers. In this video, we will discuss the latest engine that Ford recently built, touching on its features, capabilities, and the type of vehicle that will use these engines. Ready to know how powerful this engine is and what it means for the future of gas-powered vehicles? Keep watching this video. If you're building an engine that will redefine the whole auto industry, you'd better give it an interesting name. This is exactly what Ford did. The new engine is named the Godzilla, and if the name gives anything away, it is the fact that this engine is an absolute beast. This 7.3-liter V8 engine easily delivers 430 horsepower at 5,500 rotations per minute, with up to 485 pound-feet of torque at 4,000 rotations per minute. For the largest Super Duty trucks and the medium-duty Ford trucks, the engine is detuned to 335 horsepower at 3,750 rotations per minute, but it has more torque, 468 pound-feet at 3,750 rotations per minute. But wait for it, this is not even the craziest thing that the beastly Godzilla does. Everyone knows how important an engine is to an automobile. It is literally the heart of a vehicle, and any car company that seeks to build outstanding vehicles must pay serious attention to the engines that go into its vehicles. So it is not a surprise at all that Ford, a leading auto brand, puts a lot of emphasis on its engines and how they are built. While many people believe that the history of Ford starts with the Model T vehicle, little did they know that Henry Ford's automotive career started with the development of a gasoline engine, an activity that started in his kitchen. Hence, Ford Motor Company has a long and illustrious history of building powerful engines, but we will get to that history later. The Godzilla engine embodies the illustrious heritage that Ford has with automobile engines, as it was built using a cabin block design with pushrods and wedge-style heads. This is in place of the modular or Coyote platform that Ford and its engineers have been working with for close to 20 years now. As a matter of fact, the last time that Ford built a gasoline engine that is a pushrod V8 was almost 20 years ago when it put a 302 engine in the 2001 Explorer. The engine was built as an option for the Ford F-250 truck and other Super Duty truck models, with the intent to provide these vehicles with a powerful, durable, and easy-to-maintain engine, completing the perfect trifecta. This is not Ford's first time building an engine with the perfect trifecta. In 1932, Ford introduced the flathead V8 engine, which became one of the most famous and iconic engines in automotive history. The flathead V8 was used in a wide range of Ford vehicles from the 1930s through the 1950s, and it was known for its simplicity, durability, and low cost. By 1954, Ford introduced the Y-block V8 engine, which was designed to replace the flathead V8. The Y-block was more powerful and efficient than the flathead, and it was used in a variety of Ford cars and trucks throughout the 1950s and early 1960s. In 1958, Ford introduced the FE Series V8 engine, which was designed for high-performance applications. The FE engine was used in a variety of Ford muscle cars and sports cars, including the Ford Galaxy, the Ford Thunderbird, and the Ford Shelby GT500. In 1969, Ford introduced the Cleveland V8 engine, designed for high-performance applications. The Cleveland engine was used in the Ford Mustang Boss 302 and the Ford Torino GT, among other models. In 1991, Ford introduced the modular V8 engine, which was designed to replace the aging pushrod V8s that had been used for decades. The modular engine was more efficient and powerful than the pushrod engines, and it was used in a variety of Ford cars and trucks throughout the 90s and early 2000s. And in 2009, Ford introduced the EcoBoost engine, which uses turbocharging and direct fuel injection to improve performance and fuel efficiency. The EcoBoost engine has been used in a wide range of Ford cars and trucks, including the Ford Mustang, the Ford F-150, and the Ford Explorer. Given this appealing history of making really powerful engines, it is no surprise that the Godzilla blows other auto engines out of the water. Remember when we said that its torque and horsepower were not the craziest things about the engine? Well, in the hands of hot rodders, the Godzilla has been tuned to deliver up to 700 horsepower naturally aspirated and up to 1,450 horsepower with a supercharger. Imagine that in a heavy-duty truck, and the type of things the truck would be able to do. This also means that people driving dump trucks and motorhome owners will find solace in this beast. With this powerful engine about to enter the market, one question comes to mind. What does it mean for the EV industry? Is this another lifeline for gas-powered vehicles? Well, the answer to either of those questions is simple. As internal combustion engines are about to be phased out by 2035, it looks like gas-powered cars will be a thing of the past. The Godzilla engine will do very little to stiffen the growth of the EV industry, at least at the level of everyday cars that people use. But for the time being, this beast of an engine is a force to be reckoned with, almost like Ford's last hurrah to celebrate gas-powered engines and pushing their limits to unimaginable levels before switching over to full electric or hydrogen. As stated earlier, this new engine is built for heavy trucks, which means you're not likely to find it in an SUV, a sedan, or the average pickup truck that you use, except if you're a hot rodder. And even at that, hot rodders are simply a smaller percentage of the automobile world, and their activities would not necessarily change the industry trend. Interestingly enough, Godzilla is critical to funding Ford's electric future. CEO Jim Farley has previously said Ford's traditional gas-powered vehicles will be a profit and cash engine that finances the company's electric car ambitions. And with the recent launch of the 2024 Ford Mustang Dark Horse, Ford is doing all it can to take advantage of the gas-powered industry, especially when other automakers have decided to discontinue and phase out some of their gas-powered competitors. All gasoline engines will be obsolete soon, but what a way to go out, right? In our opinion, the only thing stopping Ford from more sales is the price gouging from its dealers. You should also bear in mind that the circumstances that gave life to the rise of EVs are still in place. For instance, emissions regulations are still very much around. Governments around the world are imposing increasingly strict emissions regulations that make it difficult for automakers to meet these standards with traditional gas-powered engines. EVs have zero tailpipe emissions, which makes them an attractive solution for meeting these regulations. There is also the case for the advances in battery technology. Battery technology has been improving rapidly in recent years, allowing EVs to achieve greater range and faster charging times. This makes EVs more practical and convenient for everyday use. Also, the increase in consumer demand for EVs is still on the rise. Many consumers are interested in EVs due to their low running costs, environmental benefits, and advanced technology features. As more automakers offer EVs at competitive prices, consumer demand is likely to continue to grow. What's more, major automakers, including Ford itself, are still investing heavily in EV technology and are introducing new EV models every year. This suggests that automakers see the future of the industry as being largely electric. So while the new Godzilla engine is great, it will hardly do anything to stop the transition from traditional gas-powered vehicles to electric vehicles. Ford is also known for offering good value for the money, with many of its vehicles priced competitively relative to their competition. In addition, Ford vehicles often come with a range of standard features that are not always included on base models from other automakers. For example, the Ford F-150 pickup truck, which is one of the best-selling vehicles in the United States, is known for offering a good balance of price, features, and performance even with the base model. With this new engine, Ford has once again reinstated its position as a leader in the automobile world, leading with cutting-edge technologies and delivering value for money. In terms of technology, Ford's cars generally compare well to other competition. While some competitors may offer more advanced features in certain areas, such as infotainment or driver assist technologies, Ford generally offers a good balance of features and functionality for the price.